Hi everybody, welcome back. We are looking at extending from these points out. Now there was a consideration that went through my mind because I wanted to put some kind of watery feature just here, like a gully. So imagine there's an embankment just here with the upper loop going around and then some kind of water gully going underneath the tracks. And it's like, how do I go about doing that? I could, and have to rewire everything, raise everything here by the width of this. So put blocks like this, some blocks like this underneath all the beams and raise it up, and allowing me then to cut sections of track out and do that. The other option I've got is, of course, which I think is going to be a lot simpler, is to cut a channel here so the track will have to bridge it. The other option, of course, is to go off and cut a channel in this piece of wood here. So I've got a small gully that can go underneath the tracks, under the two lower loops of the main lines, and obviously you've got the embankment wall for the upper loop there, and this is going to raise up. The other question is, what do I do about this as well, because this is going to be a raised section? Should I cut this out so I've got something free and I can then start propping up? Or, yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to do that at the moment. But anyway, I'm just basically looking at this point just here on the plan, and I'm just going to try to mark it in so that I can glue down my DCC Concepts foam track into the areas, and then I may cut these boards as well, depending on what needs to be done. So I might just kind of, using the plan, just go about and mock this up. I can then draw it out, lay all the foam, and then I can go about cutting anything that I would need to shape the board, and then work on it that way. Well, the points are almost done. I can run a manual train because some of this track at the moment is not powered, but the points are moving, which is great news. I have been doing a little bit of work just here. I've glued some of the DCC Concepts track foam bed down. Now I'm using Copydex, which is a really good glue, mainly because, well, I watched Charlie use it, and I've used it, and you can pull stuff up when you need to. I've kind of just used some temporary Radius 2 Pico set track. Oh, sorry, this is Hornby track just here to mark out these areas. The gap here is, I really want to give a little bit of a kind of a gully, a drainage ditch just here. So I'm going to have to put something underneath there, and just about here where it comes back up, I'm going to have to sort of build a little bit of land, so like a drainage tube going through, so it sort of runs through and out the other side. I'm hoping that that will look relatively okay. This is the entrance into the Fiddle goods yard, freight area, my Stobart yard, whatever I want to call it. I kind of stopped work on that at the moment. It's going to come along. I've got a set of Y points, which is going to come in and break it out, and then into two more. I was contemplating about cutting this corner off, but I may not do that at the moment because obviously there would be some kind of building structure here and the roadway about here. The other thing I was trying to work out is how I'm going to do the hard standing, because most of these places where you've got the transfer of kind of rail freight to road freight, you've got concrete so vehicles can pass across the tracks. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos. I know, I think Model Railway Scenic or something like that, they do a version with some 2mm sort of ply or something along those lines that you can cut and put in between, or somebody actually using some concrete, and it looked quite effective. So perhaps I might go down that route of run concrete on there. It will be quite deep, so I may have to raise the track up somehow, maybe on the foam, but if I'm using foam, then maybe putting concrete onto it is not a great idea. So I might have to buy some 5mm of some kind of wood or something to raise the track up to the relevant height. I'm not sure how to do that at the moment. So this kind of section is on hold here. At the back, there would be a loop going underneath and running along that sort of edge. And then I'm going to have a upper loop running around about here, about 10 or 12 centimeters up. And there will be an incline running across the back, going up to the upper level. So that's where I've got to so far on the track laying. It's kind of come to a bit of a grinding halt. I'm going to have to start doing some work, and I'll eventually have to put the track at the upper levels along here. I have got some thinner ply. So I don't know if you can see here, you've got the big thick 18 and I've got some 12. I was thinking of putting the 12 up there, across here, although that may actually be maybe too thick. I'm wondering what else to put. Perhaps somebody's got a suggestion. A lot of people seem to be using, or companies are doing, these popular ply wood when they're doing helixes and stuff, so maybe that is an option also. The wood, not the helix. Anyway, that's it, I think, for now.